Okay, dancers, we are going to warm up before our dance class. Warming up before a dance class is just as important as taking a dance class. Although the warm up in my dance class is good, I always do a warm up prior to teaching, and I recommend that you do this warm up too. And every morning, I do this 20-minute exercise, or at least variations thereof. And if you'd like to put a mat down, that's a good idea. We will be on the floor and we will be standing. There's three main sections, and the first section is to, of course, have a cup of coffee, and then to lie back down and gently lie down through your core. Breathing in, exhale and pull up your legs. And gently lay them to one side. Full breaths. This begins to stretch your transverse abdominis, the side of your body near your tummy. Inhale. Other side, transverse abdominis on this side. Beginning of this stretch series opens up. The entire area of the core of your body and around your lumbar spine. Inhale. Inhale. Rotating your legs from side to side. Feeling where the femur joint, the ball and socket joint, enters the hip socket. Opening up the legs at the ball and socket joint so that you're in a butterfly position. I'm just going to move my body for you so you can see that. Your legs are open to the side, and there's a slight wiggle of the ball and socket joint of the femur as it meets the hip socket, and we're just bringing some awareness and attention to your hip sockets, which is where dancers spend a lot of time focusing. Where a lot of the power and articulation and direction of movement comes from is the hip sockets. It's the center of your body. And when you're dancing, you direct yourself from the center of your body. Inhale, extend your legs out, and ankle circles. Joint articulation of the ankles, go the other way, and the other way, other way, and breathing in, pulling your legs up, contracting your belly button around your spine. You should feel yourself pulling in towards your center. Release. Again, inhale, pull your legs up, contract your center around your spine, pulling your torso up a little bit more. If you can see around my shoulders are slightly lifted off the ground, and reach your legs up. Full core engagement. Lower your legs slowly and release down. Working your center first. Again, inhale. Pull your spine towards your belly button and bring up your upper body and your lower body and hold the boat pose. Just bring some attention and awareness to the center of your body. And releasing to the floor. Thumbs up. Is child's pose. Narrow feet or wide feet, your choice. Slowly descend and feel your lower back open up. Just breathe. change the position of your arms. We're going to roll up through the center. Tuck your toes. And hinging at the pelvis, rolling through your spine, bringing most of your attention to your middle and lower spine. If you haven't smiled yet, smile over your jaw. And one more. Your spine, your core, your smiles are awake. And I've tucked my toes because that helps me to stand up. Tuck your toes. 3 positions. 1, 2, tuck your toes, 3, and shoulders over hips, standing up. Part 2, wide feet. And circle those hips. Yes, the first standing exercise is to circle your hips. Other way. Again, waking up the center of your body first. And shoulders. Notice that I have a slight pulse in my legs as I rotate my shoulders backwards and forwards. And bigger hip circles. Other direction. And we're connecting our center to our upper center with our shoulder rolls. Again, pulsing through the legs, a little more active perhaps, other way. And I'm feeling a connection between my core and lifting up through my spine. My knees are also important. I've been doing this motion while doing shoulder rolls, which is a downward and a lift. Lift. Again, we want to feel the down, the floor and gravity, but also we want to feel how it is to lift out of the floor, to lift out of gravity. And the other important part is to move side to side. Not a whole lot. Bringing more joint articulation to the game. Our knees and our ankles are in alignment, knee over ankle. I can't stress enough how important it is to be aware of your body throughout the day. And to be aware of your joints, your knees, your ankles, your shoulders are all parallel. And slight movement of the knees in circles. Keep your knees connected. Other way. And good. Wide feet again. I'm going to go parallel or wide diagonal so you can see that. With wide feet, my shoulders are over my knees and ankles. I'm going to take a slight brief squat, not too deep. For me, first thing in the morning, I'm very aware of my knees. I often have crackling and popping that goes on in my knees. I'm okay with that, but I want to grease the system before I ask too much of it, and that means going through a slow range of motion exercise with my joints, which are my femurs, my knees, and my ankles. I sometimes feel uncomfortable doing these exercises. There's kind of a tightness, and so I just want to move slowly through any tightness. And last, Once I've explored that range of motion and feel comfortable, I want to create a static position and ask those joints to bear more secure weight structure. And start increasing that range of motion. When it feels right, again, go back to that static position that has a lot of activity going on in it. Lifting up through my spine, knees over ankles, shoulders over knees. I am in a very clear parallel position. If I was facing you, this is parallel. And again, holding that static, secure position. I'm feeling my lumbar spine being activated, my hamstrings, my glutes, and good. Side to side with those hips. Bigger circles. And another way. I'd say we're about half done with the morning exercises, pre-dance warm-up. Feel your feet like little sponges grabbing the floor through those metatarsals. Your metatarsals push against the floor. There's an articulation one wants with our feet when we dance. And your spine rolls down, your head, your shoulders lifting up through your belly button. Lifting up, never falling, bending at the knees, coming into a chair pose, reaching up. Again, lifting up through the spine, the head reaches up and over, your belly button is reaching up to your throat, your spine is pulling on your lumbar. Bend your knees, chair pose. Last time, lifting up through your belly button, up through your spine. And bend your knees, reaching up to the sky, breathing in. Narrow feet, I'm pointing at my feet because we're going to start to raise up through our calf muscle. I'm not going to full articulation, I'm not popping into it, I'm gently, consistently like opening and closing a rubber band. And last one, go a little higher and hold it. I'm at the top of my range of motion with my feet. And bend your knees, good. All right, lunge series. Wide feet. Turn out this foot. And narrow. Put it back, I'm sorry. Turn out this leg at the femur joint. Put it back. At the femur joint right here, open. A little stronger weight bearing. Knee is over ankle. Arms up. Rotate this hip out as this stays in alignment. Other direction, turn out this side. You're opening your hips. You're opening your hips. And hold it. Rotate one leg out, keep the knee in the alignment. And turn out both legs. First, fully turned out rotation of both legs. Just halfway down. just halfway down. Now, go a little lower, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, and a little further. And stay there, stay there, stay there, and reach up. I'm ready to share with you the last part. We're gonna go back down to the floor, carefully create 3 points. 1, 2, 3. For a little core activity, not too much. Slowly lower down through your center. Leg raises, pulling in through your belly button, reaching up. I only do about 10 of these. And lift up. That's 5. Pulling your legs in, resting for a moment. You're gonna raise our upper torso to meet our belly button like this. We inhale, exhale. That's 5, just 5 more. I'm tying the upper and the lower together. Last one, hold it for a brief moment and gently, 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 gently come down. There's more core we could do. I don't think it's all that necessary before a dance class since we do a lot of core work in a dance class, but you always could. Last activity is to bring a twist into the lower body. A couple ways to do this. Gently pull your legs up, do like a gentle half twist, and try and keep your one side on the ground as you twist the other side up. You might have a snap or a crackle. Bring some breath to the experience. And exhale, pull your belly button to the floor. Other direction. Half twist, very gentle. Don't need a whole lot. In preparing for a dance class, I want to bring joint articulation and blood flow in a compound, complex manner to my body so that when I'm dancing, I'm less prone to injury and fatigue. I recover better and I can get to the real fun of a dance class sooner. If I take the 20 minutes to warm up properly, take a moment to close my eyes. Getting up off the floor is just as important as getting to the floor. Belly button to the floor. And 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulders, knees, ankles always in alignment. And thank you very much. I'm looking forward to hearing how this works for you. You can approach any of those exercises from whatever point you want to. You can start standing, you can go to the floor, but variations on those exercises will do you quite well. And all right, let's see how that looks. Have fun.